just south of Tijuana. And drawn see on the beach, and it's just fun there. We, if you'll look at the very first sheet on your handout, and for anyone that doesn't have English as their primary language or their home language, we'll have a translator here. And Tina, Carol, if you'd like to show Tina here. Tina will be our translator today. Tina, would you like to stand up? And could you say welcome in Spanish for us?
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos. Yes, thank you very much, Tina. And we can call on her if we need any help. Now look at the map. It's an extension right on down from United States. This is the border here, and here all of this is Mexico. Okay? And the name for Mexico in Spanish, in Espanol, is Estados Unidos Mexicanos. I think that's a beautiful name. The capital is Mexico City, Mexicano Ciudad. And have you been to Mexico, Tina?
No.
Has anyone been to Mexico? Has she? Angie, where have you been in Mexico? Tijuana, right over the border, and you can see it right here.
I've been to Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta is down, and I've been to Pablo San Lucas, which is down even further on the peninsula. Okay. The flag, and that was on our very first page. You don't have it in color, but I do. It's green, white, and red. And here's a little information about the flag. Follow along on your handout. The current Mexican flag was adopted in 1968, but it is essentially the same tricolor, which means three, that was first introduced in 1821. It depicts an eagle seated eating a snake atop a cactus on an island in the middle of a lake. So if you've ever wondered symbolically what the Mexican flag stands for, now you know, and you have that in your handout. It relates to an Aztec legend, that Inca story, and to the site of Mexico City, which was built on a dry bed of Lake Texcoco. Okay, the anthem or the song of Mexico is Himno Nacional Mexicano. Have any of you ever sung that? Do you know that, Tina? No? It would be fun to learn those words and then we could sing it. All right, you know where it's located on the map. Let me tell you a little bit about Mexico now. Turn the page and follow with me. Turn the page, about the third page in. Mexicans are mestizos, descended from Indians and the Spaniards who conquered Mexico in the 1500s. Spanish is spoken by most inhabitants, and Roman Catholicism is the most popular religion. Another major ethnic group is comprised of indigenous Indians, that means Indians who were born and raised there, or Amerindians, that's probably a new word to you, some of whom speak only Indian languages and hold traditional religious beliefs. Mexico's rapid population growth has contributed to poverty among rural dwellers, spurring a migration to the cities. Due to its mild climate and fertile soils, Mexico's Central Plateau is home to most of the population. All right, we have some artifacts and some wonderful things here from Mexico that we thought you would like to see. The first item we would like you to see is American dress. Turn around, please. This is Mexico, and it looks like it's crocheted right up here, crocheting around the sleeves, embroidery. Fun. And I have have another one here that's for a niña, a little child. This is from Mexico City. This belongs to one of my granddaughters, and she loves to wear it. She just loves to wear it. And I think they're just fun to see. Look at all the embroidery work. I think they're just wonderful.
I'm running here to Peasant Blouse.
There's a blouse right here. And Pam's son, Stephen, gave up his hat for a little while. This is from Mexico. He said, be very careful, it's very fragile. And
this is also his backpack that he got in Mexico that he carries some of his belongings.
And these are some woven fans that are from Ensenada, which is a little further south from Tijuana, about an hour. And these are very nice. You can pass these around and they can look at those.
You could fan yourself.
And it's very warm in this room. So you can fan yourself. All right. Here are some baskets woven in a different way. Now these are from Mazatlan. Who's ever heard of Mazatlan or know someone? Now Kelly, you write to someone in Mazatlan.
No, my fiance's mom is from there.
It's from Mazatlan. Well, then you might recognize some of this work. Just pass this. All right.
And there's a piñata.
A little baby
Piñatas are very traditional, but this is a little tiny one. Usually they're big and filled with candy. And at all their celebrations, they take a bat. We lived in Phoenix while my children were young, and so every birthday they would get a piñata filled with candy. And we would take a bat. When they're blindfolded, they would hit the piñata with the bat, and when the candy broke, they'd all run for it. So that's been a tradition in our house taken from Mexico.
And this was done by an artist that I saw on a street corner in Ensenada, and it hasn't been fired, so it's very fragile. But it's a mariachi cymbal player. Have you heard of mariachis, or have you seen them? Yes, we have some music from mariachi bands. And this is the kind of fountain that they just love to have in their courtyards, in their homes. They're just beautiful. This is the design of their fountains in their yards and in their central courtyards. All right, I think we've talked about...
Here's another one, too. This was from Brazil. A friend of my daughter's just got back from Brazil, and this is showing the rich with the poor. And so she brought them that for...
And on the street corners, they sell marionettes. And they're easily worked, except I'm going to have one in each hand. And they're just fun. And the little children, you just move these little sticks to move her head and to move the arms. And they're kind of fun, too. They're kind of fun. And the children love them. And look how cute they're in their native dress.
Here is another thing from Brazil. This is a wallet or a coin purse that actually has some Brazilian money inside of it. But this was made out of a coconut that they smoothed off the coconut and made a coin purse out of it. So that's kind of unusual.
Okay, and this made out of clay. It's just an earthen bell, and it hasn't been fired either, so we have to be really careful. And got that actually in Tijuana, right as we were going over the border. But the reason I brought it is I wanted you to see this design on it. See the design? I think they're just beautiful.
Now, I'm not sure where these are from. Worry dolls, are they Mexico?
No, those are like Guatemala.
All right. Anyway, they're in Mexico.
They have them in Mexico too.
And these are little worry worry dolls, and these are supposed to take all your worries away. And so there's a whole bunch of them in here, in case you have lots of worries, like me.
We
And
carry
so
them around
you
a
see
lot.
all the little dolls inside, and those are believed to take your worries away. Okay. For our food item for Mexico, we're preparing over in our food lab some Mexican dips, some bean dip, traditional of Mexico, and perhaps Carol can get the girls over there.
Maybe you can hand the girls.
Hand the girls over
Thank you.
preparing the food.
I'm going to pan them.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
I'll
zoom
try.
in on them. So they're over preparing just a taste of a dip for you. It's refried beans, cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, olives, sour cream, and some taco seasoning.
I know, I've heard exactly. Because the theme today that we've chosen for you would be foods from around the world. And we're doing a taste of Mexico, a taste of Japan, a taste of Native American food, and a taste of China. Okay? So that's what we'll be doing for you today. All right, Pam, are we ready for
I
the
think
next
so.
country? You win. The next country that we're going to talk about is China. When I was living in Japan, I commuted to China, Hong Kong, because we were with Tupperware International, and Hong Kong was part of our area. It's about a 5-hour flight from Japan to China, and here is our map of China on your handout. Turn the next page. It's immense. It's just a very huge country. Let's find, and here's Shanghai. If you will look way up on the eastern seacoast, you can see Hong Kong right down here. The computer put it way down low, but it's right here. And those are the cities that I have visited there. Let's talk about some general information about China. The official name of China is Zhonghua Remnen Gongxigo. Very different than the Japanese language. It means the People's Republic of China. And the capital is Beijing. Their flag, China's flag, and here it is in color, red with a golden star and then 4 stars to the right of it. You just have black and white on your handout. Was adopted in 1949 following the establishment of the People's Republic of China. The large star represents the Communist Party. The 4 smaller stars represent peasants, workers, bourgeois, and capitalists united in support of the revolution. Their anthem is the March of the Volunteers. Okay, turn the page. Here you see a picture, I hope you can see it on your reproduction, of the Altar of Heaven in Beijing. The very popular tourist spot in Beijing. It's like our White House, because Beijing is the capital. Have any of you ever heard of Tiananmen Square, or what happened there, the way the people demonstrated there in Tiananmen Square in China? They want to try to change the government. So they demonstrated there, hundreds of thousands of people. They even had a replica of our Statue of Liberty there to represent the fact that they want freedom too. They're still fighting for it there. Here is a picture of Tiananmen Square in Beijing. All right, now I'm going to show you just a couple Chinese things we have here. Here is a box from China, the stacking box from China. Didn't have too much to bring you from China. I have a large Buddha, but I about all we have from China. We're going to be, for our food for China,
For food, Marlene's going to show you how to do rice cakes with seaweed.
no, that's Japan.
Japan.
But we're going to do an oriental salad with sesame seed oil, ginger, and rice vinegar. And we have fortune cookies, so you will all know your fortune today. All right? Okay. All right. The next country that we're going to be having a taste of Native American food, and we're going to talk about Native American Navajo, the Navajo tribe. This is Chief Joseph. He's not from the Navajo tribe. He's from a tribe in Oregon, but it was the only picture that I could find, and so I put him on just to give you an idea. And we're going to have Kirsten. Please stand up, Kirsten, please. And Kirsten is Native Navajo, and she's just going to tell you maybe a little about, have you ever been on the reservation?
Yeah, my grandma.
All right, if you'd like to look at the camera there and or tell the students. And,
Okay. Well, I live on a reservation and there's, no electricity or no running water there. So, like, we have to go to water wells to get our water, put it in a big bucket. And from there, whenever that, how many days that lasts us, we have to go back, keep going back and getting it.
so you can carry your water.
Yeah, well, we, in a truck.
Oh, in
Yeah,
a
and it's
truck.
like a big old barrel.
All right.
And so, like, only, my aunt's working and everything, so they have a lot of stuff. They don't need to pay for bills or anything, so they just pay for food and everything. And my mom, my grandma, they like made Navajo stuff. My grandma leaves, so I didn't bring one, I didn't have one. And there's a lot of my aunts and relatives, they make all different kinds of things. And here are some moccasins, and you can smell it. And it smells, I don't know if you guys will like the smell, but I like
they're
it.
all beaded.
And they're beaded.
Kristen, can you speak some of the
Some of your language?
Well,
Just
no,
something.
not
Just say
really.
something to
Just
us.
say anything to us.
Just say something.
Tell us what,
novel.
give us a taste of it.
Let's see. There's, how you say hello is yate, yate. Yeah, yate. And how you say, oh my gosh, what are you doing is Ishvana. I don't know. It's kind of like that.
That's nice.
Okay. And the smell of this is like we have ceremonies for different things. Like when teenagers have their period, we have a ceremony for that. We have it when people are sick. Some people are weddings, and it's all different kind of things, different things. And the smell of this is like we have like a weed brush. Kind of, you can burn it, put it in your house, and it's for like good luck and everything like that. And it smells just like this. And so my mom makes bracelets here in the United States.
Do they speak
They speak Navajo, yeah.
in the home?
In your home,
Yeah.
and do you know how to bead? To do
Yeah,
the
you
beading?
know how to
Do
bead.
you have a loom?
No, we have like it's like wood, like this. See wood right there with strings. And then we just bead. It's really hard, because the strings are just like this, straight. And you have to like be really careful. If you mess up, you gotta do it all over.
It's an intricate thing to do, isn't it? Hey, Sharon, are you passing that little box together now? Smell it, because that's a neat smell. Smells like a campfire. Now, do you have the ceremonial sweat houses?
Yeah, well, some are in
Could you
Hogan.
tell a little about the Hogan?
A Hogan is just made out of mud, water, and brick. Well, not brick, wood, and that's about it. And there's just sand on the bottom, and you just put blankets on there.
And the purpose for
The
it?
purpose is like, well, some people live in it, who live in an off-season and have deers and everything. And some, they just like they have it there for ceremony.
I thought it was for purification of the soul, you know.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you know, in the top there's like a hole
There's a
up there.
hole.
Yeah, that's like where the smoke goes through and everything. Yeah. So,
Really?
How many of you have visited like Mesa Verde or
Four
some of the-
Corners?
Okay, it's really interesting, isn't it, to see,
Lauren, what impressed you about Mesa Verde? Well, what is Mesa Verde? Is it? Yes, the swellings in the cliffs, isn't it, in Colorado? Yes. Well, let's give Kirsten a hand here.
Well, Kirsten is going to demonstrate us Indian fried
Fried
bread.
bread.
And the recipe, she said, is from her mom, who just sort of puts it all together.
yeah.
So to
Does
write
it
down a
really
recipe,
measure?
no, to write down a recipe was a little bit
bit
hard.
hard. Little bit
because
hard.
when she doesn't cook with cups and whatever we do. And so Kirsten is going to do some Navajo fried bread for us. Now, do you want to, should we move
Well, I'm
over?
gonna heat up.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
could we just have her tell where your reservation would be located,
Okay.
where your tribe settled?
Well, okay, there's a little town called Blanding. It's like
Blanding?
when you're going down to Arizona, there's a little town Blanding, and between Blanding, and there's like a little town like when you go to my town, when you go down the hill, it's called Annis. No, wait, I forgot. It's some town. But anyways, you go down like a long road, it's a long drive over there. There's like a big old like water tank and that's for the air and everything. But you know, we live on a reservation called Hatch. Yeah, and it's like that's the reservation. There's like everybody knows everybody there. Like if a news happened, like if I had a baby, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows.
Everybody
How many
knows.
people live there?
There's like, well, my grandma knows everybody down there. I only lived there for 2 years, so there's like probably about 7 houses down there. There's like a little store, Hatch, called Hatch, Trading Post.
Trading Post.
Yeah, and if you want to go and count or anything, you gotta go a really long way. Yeah, and it'll take you to Cortez, Farmington, Durango, and Colorado, and then the nearest school down there is Montezuma Creek. That's where I went. Yeah, the elementary down
I
there.
gotta stop again.
Kirsten, could you tell us a little bit about your religion?
Oh yeah, okay. Our religion is that we believe in spirits. Spirits and everything like on earth is there for a purpose, and that's they're like called living things like
The wind,
the wind,
water.
the trees, the lizards, snakes, and everything there. And let's see. And there's like, well, my dad, there's like, hey, there's called peyote meeting. There's like a little, peyote, and it's like a mushroom kind of, and it's green, and when you eat it, it like kind of makes you high, really high.
Makes you hallucinate.
Yeah, yeah, it does. And
It's a lot.
people say, like the people that have the ceremonies that believe in it, they say like it makes you just spiritual and things like that. But
In
like,
tune with the spirit.
yeah, and there's, I don't know, but my dad don't believe it, so he's a Mormon. So, and I never tried it, but my aunt, she does it a lot, and there people go over there and they just sit in the tent, either in a tent or a hogan, and they just all sit in a circle, blankets, and they put a little fire in front of the person who's having the ceremony for. And then there's a medicine man. He has all kinds of medicines and everything. And he talks all night, all through the night, nonstop. And the people, the wives of the people that are having the ceremony, they make food and everything like that. And so like in the morning they have little breaks. They give them donuts and everything like that. Food and coffee.
How would someone in the tribe become a medicine man?
Oh, they have to, let's see, they would have to, they are really old medicine.
Well, they have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And know a lot of your history and the rituals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have to know more than the people know right here. And
Well, they're kind of honored
they know what the peyote is supposed to do, and it's just taking it longer and stuff like that. Yeah. And let's see, that's about it.
That's really interesting. Thank you once again, Kirsten.
We only have one thing that is even slightly looking like Indian. And it just has the little,
Design.
design, the Indian
The
design.
Indian design right there. Like very symbolic.
The ceremonies, their shirts are like that, but they're made of like, it's like maybe, it's like a cotton.
Cotton?
Yeah, they wear it, like they wear these long dresses down to here. They're just really long, and like when people have
Made
their
out of
weddings.
cotton.
Yeah, they put a belt, and they put not only jewelry on, they put their hair in a bun with like a big old thing on there.
What about carrying their babies? Do they still do the tapu?
I don't know, I've never.
You've never seen that? Turquoise in their
Yeah.
jewelry. Beautiful big turquoise.
Silver and stuff like that.
Silver and turquoise. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And
We're gonna get ready for Kirsten. Okay, do you want to get your things ready to show us, and then show us to one more country here?
the very next country that we're talking about is Japan. And this is a country that I know something about because I lived there for 2 years. My brother was the president of Tupperware, and my husband was the vice president of Tupperware, and we lived in Tokyo. And Tokyo, look on your map. Look on your map here, guys. It's right here. The capital of the country, and it's right here. In Japan, they don't have counties or states like we do. They have what they call prefectures. They're like a county to us. And we lived in a county called Setagaya-ku. Right in the heart of Tokyo, we lived with 6 million other people. Highest concentration of people in one city. Totally packed, very compact city. I loved it there. I loved it because I loved learning all the things in Japan that I learned. And I brought some things back. Before I do that, turn to the next page, and we'll just give a few facts, and then I'm going to talk about the things that I brought from home. The official name is Nihon Koku, Land of the Rising Sun. And if you'll look at your map, you can't see it as well as you can see mine. That's the rising sun. You'll see it on their airplanes. You'll see it everywhere, all over Japan, like you see our American flag. Look at some of the words that we have there. Ohashi. We're going to have some ohashi today. It means rice. Sushi. How many have had sushi at a sushi bar? They have one downtown in Salt Lake City.
I tried it once.
What is sushi, Pam?
It's raw fish.
Raw fish. Raw fish cut on the bias. Yes. A gaijin, like I would be in Japan, is a Caucasian person. And another name for a gaijin is a round eye. Round eye. Kawaii-ne. See, I learned these because I lived there and they said this to me all the time. Kawaii-ne means she's a tall, cute one. Mesu is water. Mesu is water. When the phone rings, you pick up the phone and you say mushi mushi, mushi mushi. That's hello. That's hello. Gombawa. Gombawa is good evening. Ohayou gozaimasu is good morning. And when I say hello or goodbye to you, I bow. It's very courteous in Japan. Bow. And you do that. All right, and I will say a sentence for you in Japanese, which means thank you very much for what you've done for me. Ohayou gozaimasu. Omarigashi. Okay? That is thank you very much for what you have done for me.
So if I went to my uncle with these words, do you know what I'm saying?
Well, yes, he would. He knows Japanese.
He does.
Uh-huh, he would. Another sentence would be, Domo arigatou gozaimashita. That's a little sampling of the language. Now there's some things, I didn't bring all my things from home because I couldn't get them all here. This doll
Just a minute.
is dressed just like a native country girl from the island, the North Island of Kyushu. Kyushu was very cold. Their favorite thing to do is to sculpt ice sculptures and farm. And you can see her outfit is very different from the kimono. Now what I have on right now today is called a happy coat. It's a happy coat, H-A-P-I, happy coat. When you come home from work or you just want to lounge around, you throw on a happy coat. And the color that you see here is a color that the Japanese love. They think this color will bring you good luck. That's why you see so much of it in their clothing. And look at this little, it's folded up material, real hair, a little bell. This is for a child's room. This is like we would have a Disney figure on our wall for our children. They have these little figures. And they frame them and they put them on their walls. It's really cute, so I brought one home. This is a child's toy, like you would have blocks. They do this. Their little children like to do this. So this is just a little wooden toy. This is another toy that they carry around. They carry it under their arms like this. If they were to go to Grandma's house or go play with another child, they go grab this out of their room. And it's just a little doll and a little drum and a baby. See the little baby there? See the drum, the ceremonial drum? And this just has like a little bean bag in it. And they like to carry those around too. These are some fans, beautifully painted. And look at the calligraphy on the back. This is called kanji, character writing. I learned a little bit of it while I was there. And I learned some ikebana while I was there, which is Japanese flower arranging with bamboo. Right, let's see. This is this is from Korea, but it's Asian, so I thought I'd bring it and I'd show you. See how it's all carved on the base? And it's a hand painted in the shape of an egg. It's not a real egg because it would be too fragile, but it's in the shape of it as a folded up material, protected in glass. Okay, and here's another little toy. Have any of you ever seen these stack toys? They all fit into each other, and the little kids spend hours stacking toys. This is out of wood, made out of wood. Two other dolls representing good luck in the new year. These were gifts to us by the people from Japan. Some chopsticks. Anybody know how to handle chopsticks? How to use them? You rest one of the chopsticks under the third finger, and the forefinger and the thumb move it around. That's how you pick up things with a chopstick. I wanted to show you some children's chopsticks because they are carved so cute and have little teeny tiny faces on them. They're so cute. These are just for, and they're a little bigger on the bottom. It's kind of like a spoon because the children have a hard time when they're just learning how to use the chopstick. This, what would you guess this might be? What would you guess this might be? It's a toy actually. A toy? It's a toy. When I say a toy, I mean it's used. Is it a bat? It's like a bat. It's like our baseball bat. Isn't it ornamental? Look at that. If you ever hit a ball with that, it's heavy too. But that's what it's used for. That's what it's used for. This little grandchild got to it and pulled off the top part. Have any of you ever heard of the samurai warriors? Yes. And this is one of their helmets, made out of metal, and it's what they wore when they did their fighting. Okay, Pam? Just some ornamental ceramic vase, and what do you think that is a picture of right there? What kind? Bush? Bamboo. Yes, Brandon. Bamboo. They use bamboo in their painting constantly. They love to paint bamboo, oriental bamboo. And here's another ornamental container.
The Japanese are famous for their flower arranging.
Ikebana. Oh, and this is a funeral procession. You can see, just like they do in Louisiana and New Orleans, they march in back of the coffin. This is like their coffin, like a coffin. And then these are all the people, usually the family, and they even have a horse here because this is from ancient times. This was a gift given to our family when we had our sayonara party. That means goodbye when we left Japan. And this is another ornamental wall hanging from Korea. It was given to my son, who works for Microsoft, and he was given a goodbye present, and it's just very beautiful, made out of satin and all woven, and I thought you might like to see that. Well, yes, Kelly?
I see a lot of those in cars.
This
But they're
big?
miniature ones.
Oh, they're miniature. It
You
means
like
good
that?
luck.
Is
He
it?
told me it meant good luck. He has a whole history and a letter on it.
I
But
see a lot of people
you see,
those in their cars.
I've never
Yeah,
seen one in America.
Never? They're red.
Uh-huh. I had a red one. I had a red long one with it. I had two. I had a red and a blue. But you can see how beautifully, look, that's all thread. It's just beautiful. Have we forgotten anything?
Oh, this was from Mexico. We're back to Mexico again. This we didn't show you was just a mobile from Mexico.
Wooden.
A
Wooden.
one. With the fish.
All right, we'd like to open it up to any questions you might have about anything. Any of what we brought. You feel free to come up here and look.
Can you count as many lessons?
10 money.
Go. Yes.
Half a half hour. But we have half an hour. Okay, we're now over here with our girls that have been preparing our Mexican dip. Why don't you tell us what you've been doing? Who would like? Julie, why don't you start? Tell us how you made this dip.
Just put a layer of beans on the bottom, and then put the taco seasoning in the sour cream, and then mix it up. And then salsa and cheese and all the things.
Okay, and you have your group here working together. We're going to, okay, girls, do you want to introduce yourselves?
True.
Say your name.
I'm Tammy.
I'm Pam.
Julie.
And this is Julie, and they're part of a food lab. They designed this, they created it, and now we're going to eat it with some tortilla chips. We'll be passing these around as just kind of a taste of Mexico. Then we're going to move over to Kirsten. Kirsten is over here. She's going to show us her Indian fry bread.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to make it. This is the first time I made dough. Only one turned out.
Let's see how this
Okay, Kristen, you want to
salt and water, and you put it all in a large bowl, and you mix it together and mix it with water, warm water, and after it's done, you let it rise for a while. And I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe I put something in too much or too little. But it's supposed you just go like this to it. You grab some, like maybe a handful, and you take it out. You rip it from the other dough, and you just put it into a ball. You just pat it, turn it around like this, and then you put it in a pan with oil in it.
Does it matter what kind of oil?
Well, my mom, she uses the one that's not, the one in the can.
Crisco.
It's the same type.
Yeah, but this one's already in oil. So, and then my mom uses this pan, which I brought.
The pan is a lot of it, isn't it?
And this pan is for my grandma. This kind of pan my grandma uses, because like it's really old and it's heavy and it's good, you know.
It's a cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
Cast iron skillet.
Yeah, so my mom likes it.
So now, once you fry the bread, then what do you put on top? Why don't you show us how to put these together? Kristen, tell us how you're putting this together.
You're lying.
Okay, girls, we need to be quiet so we can hear Kristen. They're enjoying their Mexican dip. Okay, you can use different little ones.
Usually, when my family makes this, and makes navajo tacos, we use the beans that you boil overnight. But anyway, she just put the beans
Just a minute, Kristen.
and onions, tomatoes, and cheese, and lettuce. Well, I put it on this one. And that's the navajo sauce. And you can put like seasoning on it.
Talk really loud so
Like salsa, hot sauce.
Okay, we have some salsa.
In the blue bowl.
Want to put some salsa on. And then we want all of you to taste this. How many have had Navajo tacos before? About half and half?
They're good.
Oh, I'm sure these are good. This is not real sure about her skills in doing this, but she's learning from her mom, right? Your mom's a pro. Okay, we'll make some Navajo tacos up here. Why don't we have you come up in groups and make your Navajo tacos? You've got your Mexican dip. We'll cut these in half, and then Marlene will show us our Oriental rice cake. So let's have you guys come up. How about two at a time come up, and we'll get these going for you.
The taste of the Orient. And I don't know if any of you, how many have had sushi? Sushi, raw fish. I didn't bring raw fish today because I knew that wasn't high on your list of favorites. But I do want you to try something different. Okay? So what I want you to try is seaweed, which is musubi nori. That's what it's called in Japanese. And yes, it's actually seaweed out of the ocean, and they squeeze all the moisture out of it and make it into textures like this. And I didn't bring my rice cooker because we're kind of out of time here and we couldn't wait to have rice cooker for 20 minutes, but I have a rice cooker that I brought from Japan, and it takes about 20 minutes, and the proportion is 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water, and you just put it all in this rice cooker, a Mitsubishi rice cooker, push a little button down, and in 20 minutes, perfect rice. Now, in Japan, the way they serve rice is they form it. If I move this little, yeah, now it's in the center. The rice has to be just the right consistency. Can't be too sticky, can't be too dry, or it won't pull together like this. These are little rice bowls. They're lacquered, little lacquered wooden bowls that they use all the time in their eating. And this is the lid for it. And this is the lid for it. And what we're going to make today is we're going to make some rice cakes. This is the way the rice would be served at the table. And what could you guess would go with this? Not like the Americans would put on butter, sugar. What do you think they would put on this? Soy sauce. Soy sauce. On every table, soy sauce. I have the light soy sauce because it's just full of salt, isn't it? But they have soy sauce and rice at every dinner meal. Okay? So what we're going to make today are just like the sushi, only there's one thing missing in here, and that's the raw fish. We're going to have the seaweed and the rice without the raw fish. And they also put fresh vegetables in these. And they serve them as delicacies, and the people love them.
Should we start having these?
Well, those are ice cold. I'm going to make some fresh ones. That's just to show them. So we're going to take some warm rice that I've already cooked. See how it is? It's kind of spreads apart. It's not real sticky. It's not the kind we slather butter on. The kind they make these little rice cakes with. And what you do is you just spread it all along one side of your seaweed. You can either fill it as much as you want to or least amount of if you want to. If you're making little tiny ones for children. And all you do, I'm going to put a little more on the end here. We roll it up like this. Roll it into the seaweed. I don't know if you can see this. And then we roll it in a sheet of little bamboo sticks, just like this. We just roll it up into this, and then we squeeze tightly. And then we just, sometimes it comes out the end like it just did. Okay. Then we unroll it. We have our roll right here. And all you do is you slice it just like a jelly roll. Because this knife won't cut. You have to have a very sharp knife, guys. A very sharp knife. And you just slice it like you would a jelly roll. That's better, thank you. And you just slice it. Now, if you could go ahead and slice it, I'll start on the salad. All right. And we'll just place these on this plate right here. And the seaweed is good for you. It's nutritious. Very good. And this is what you end up with. And this is just a little delicacy, like you would eat a piece of chocolate. They love it. They love it. So we're going to pass that around so maybe you can taste it. And remember, this is the way they serve the rice. All right, now, have any of you had an Oriental salad with snow peas? Snow peas, you know what snow peas are? These are delicious. These are really, really good. These are called snow peas. We have lettuce and shredded vegetables, snow peas, and you could put cut up some cashews and put in it. What else did you put? You put cashews in it.
Slivered almonds.
Slivered almonds you could put in it. We don't have those today.
How about water chestnut?
That should be stir-fried. Okay.
Good idea, though.
And you can just use your hand to toss it. And the operative thing in this is the dressing. And we brought the ingredients to show you. You use ginger, a little powdered ginger, use rice vinegar, and that's different than the regular vinegar. And you get this at Albertsons, Pam. Do you get this at Albertsons? You can get it at Albertsons. It gives the Orient flavor to it. And of course, soy sauce and sesame seeds. We'll sprinkle some sesame seeds in here. Not too many because sometimes people don't like it, but they're very, very good for you. And mix it all up. And it has a very zesty flavor to it. A very zesty flavor. If you don't fill the sesame seeds. Okay, I'm just going to pour this on. It has kind of a mustard color to it, guys. Kind of a mustard color. Did you have some salad? And the topping for the salad are the chow mein noodles. The chow mein noodles. It makes it crunchy. It makes it crunchy. So we want you to taste this, guys. You're going to like it. We want you to taste it.
Today's kind of a tasting new thing. It might not be your favorite, but
It's a taste day.
it's what other people consider to be very, very
Very,
good.
very good. Now we're going to sprinkle some noodles. Chow mein noodles on it. Crunch them up. Okay. And we want you to have a taste. A taste of the Orient.
So you can come up and taste
You
it
can have
now.
some rice and soy sauce, piece of seaweed and rice cake. And we want you to get a fortune cookie and read your fortune.
Now, after you've tasted, we need you back to sit down for a minute. We're going to do some food and nutrition, my food and nutrition class. We're going to do an activity that has to do with what you've been learning today. We're going to do something called clustering. And what clustering is I have a sheet for you. It says a taste of foreign countries, food pyramid clustering. At the bottom of the first page, I want you to put Mexico. At the bottom of the next page, I want you to put Japan or Oriental. Put Oriental or Japan. And then the last page, I want you to put Native American. And you're going to be using some of the information that you learned today in filling in this clustering. Okay, look at your handout that I gave you called Guide to Good Eating. We've talked about the food pyramid, and you know what foods you need each day. This is just a reminder for you to do your worksheet with. You're going to work in groups, and you're going to fill these in for each of the countries. What do they eat in Mexico? Let's go through Mexico. Okay, on the board we'll write these down. Okay, Mexico. Okay, what do they eat for their meat in Mexico?
Pork.
Okay, pork. What else?
Beef.
Ground beef. Do they have a lot of ground beef?
Steak.
They don't have a lot of beef in Mexico. What do they eat a lot more of?
Chicken.
Chicken. Lots of chicken. Okay, beans. That would go. Beans count as a meat group. Why?
Why do we have 3 circles?
I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, what? Meats count because meats give you what? Nutrients. What do you get from meat? Or why do you eat meat? Protein. So protein goes up here. And what else? There are other things. There are lots of other things. I'm only asking for 2. Okay? Iron? Protein and iron. Right. Very good. Okay. So that's how you would branch out from the meat group. Okay. The middle group is, well, let's skip that one. Let's do dairy. Cheese. Okay, a lot of cheese in Mexico, isn't it? Oops, wait a minute. I think this goes to there. Okay. So cheese goes milk? No, they don't have access to milk, do they? So cheese primarily is their main source of dairy products.
Sour cream.
Okay, we put sour cream on ours when we eat Mexican food, but I don't think they eat a lot of sour
They
cream.
don't.
They do in Mexico City, but I haven't seen it here in a little small.
Right, it would depend on where in Mexico. So what do we get from dairy products? What
Calcium.
Calcium. Okay, and what else? Calcium, and what else do dairy products give us? Hold on. Protein. Vitamin. Yep, and vitamin D. There's a number of ones you can put. Vitamin D, phosphorus. There's a lot of different ones, but I'm only asking for two. Okay, you're going to go to each of your webbings. Your grains. What do they have in Mexico for grains? Beans. Not beans. Beans.
Right.
Now, what did you just eat? Well, you ate some tortillas, right? The tortillas, the fried tortillas. Okay, they use the tortillas and the flour products, don't they? So that's going to go in your webbing. I think this one isn't the same as on here. But anyway, on your webbing, look, tortillas down here.
It's the same.
Is it the same?
Except for the lines are different.
The lines are different.
Where do you put tortillas?
All right. Anyway, let's go ahead then and just fill in your chart. And you get what I'm looking for? Okay, I want you to get into groups of 3 and fill these out for all 3 countries. So would you just start talking together and get those together? Do you understand what we're looking for? Okay.
Pyramid.
All right. What do we have? Do you need some help working on these others? You two are going to work together. Okay, and do you want to join them, Angie?
What kind of items?
Okay, what does grain give you? Okay, also while you're looking, because you guys have babies,
Now what's right, Pam?
well, because you have babies, I gave you this children's story. On the back, it's in Spanish, and the front, it's in English. And this tells you what your child needs as far as these food products. So if your child is a toddler, you need to be making sure that your child's getting this amount every day. So this is important for you to keep. Okay, this is what you guys working through. Okay. That's okay. Which of them?
What do grains give you? Right there is the tortilla. And then down here.
Look at mine.
Okay, you're working in groups. Be filling out those charts. Talk together and make sure that you're getting the information you need. with us in our Young Parent Program School today.
And we hope you've enjoyed a taste of the world and foods around the world.